This week we watch a Harry Potter redneck psychic magic battle as we discuss the 1983 indie horror Bloodbeat. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bloody Bits Horror Show. I am your host, Eddie, the Axe Jefferson, and joining me as always on our waterbed tea party, Tim Yobo. How you doing today, good sir?
Redneck waterbed. That is just something I never, ever thought I'd ever see in my life. I'm like,
that was a thing.
No, I don't think. Back then, like, with like waterbeds, like on somebody like had on blocks outside their fucking house on the yard, and this guy just picked it up.
Maybe, yeah. I always remember waterbeds as being something people were trying to get rid of.
No, you're not old enough, because I remember when I was young, that was, oh my god, that was the height. Mm-hmm, you have a waterbed, holy shit, you got fucking money. That's like having a pool inside your house.
Yeah. Do you think anybody has a waterbed now?
I wonder if it's maybe not a waterbed, maybe more like a fucking gel bed or something like that, right?
Well, yeah, the memory foam,
right?
Yeah, we have a memory foam bed, so that's not too far off, I guess.
So you got some like David Cronenberg type fucking bed that just like gels into your fucking body and steals your fucking dreams or some shit like that.
It's got like PTSD. Our fucking memory foam bed, let me tell you, buddy.
Yeah, the bed looks like fucking the device from Existenz. Yeah. You better put a duvet on that shit.
Yeah. Oh, God. So, Tim, it's Christmas time, buddy.
Yes, happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever. Who knows? People might be listening to this next year, right before the holidays.
Yeah,
right?
We're sorry to all the Jehovah's Witnesses. What else is there?
Let me tell you, the best thing you got to be right now is if you're like the only non-Jehovah's Witness, but all your friends Jehovah's Witnesses, you're making out like a bandit. You're not fucking spending any money on Christmas, right?
That is true. You don't spend a dime.
You got Secret Santa at work, and that's it.
Yeah, that's a good point. And you get to participate. You don't have to stand outside of the classroom like my cousin did.
Oh, God.
And for everything. We'd say the Pledge of Allegiance in the morning, had to go outside. People it'd be the monthly, like, everybody's birthday we're going to recognize. Have to go outside.
Let me guess. While I completely respect the decision, I'm sure he was very popular in his school with having to do that, right? But you see, here's what he should have done. Turn that shit around and say, yes, suckers, you're in class. I'm outside in the fucking yard playing my fucking balls while you're saying some fucking stupid bullshit.
Again, she. So,
she. Okay,
with her labias, I suppose.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. No, she's cool though. She turned out okay. Got away from all that bullshit. So that's how it usually goes though with families, right? If they raise their kid with some wacky religion, the kid, if they get a chance, they just fucking bolt out of there.
Well, yeah, because with me, my family was very non-religious, and I went to Catholic school, and for a while there, I was kind of religious. I kind of bought into it. I was an altar boy and all that shit. But by the time I actually got to be an altar boy, I knew it was bullshit, and I just did the altar boy gig without realizing what the downsides were. Thank God.
Oh, yeah.
But all I knew was if you served masses during school, you got off, and then you got the best thing was to do a 12 o'clock mass. That's when the whole school got left out for lunch. You did a half an hour mass, then you got an hour for lunch break after the mass.
That's good. That's a good deal, man.
Yeah. So you always that was a little bit less school and everything like that. Right. And then funerals and wakes are always big, and weddings. Funerals always tipped better, though. They would tip the altar boys for some reason. I don't know why, but we got tips. But I was kind of like the little more religious one, and then at a certain point, I don't know what it was, but there's just something that just clicked in my head. I was like, wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. Wait, that can't be right. Wait, hold on. The Red Sea parted, and then all those people who were just conscripted into the army, who had no control over what they were supposed to be doing just got drowned? What? Wait.
See, this is the Clerks people that were rebuilding the Death Star argument, right?
Yeah, that's well. I remember when I watched it, I was like, "Oh, come on, that's from the fucking." You could just take that shit out of the Bible, right? Like the people who built the Tower of Babel. What the fuck? I'm a slave. I'm building a fucking Tower of Babel.
Yeah. Well, God got pissed off at it though, because you shouldn't try to make anything that cool on Earth. Meanwhile, like,
it is a great way to explain how people have different languages.
Yeah.
Just work that in. Yeah, somebody shot an arrow into the sky.
We were talking about, my wife and I were talking about Greek mythology, right? Mm-hmm. Because somebody posted on Twitter a bunch of these ladies on Twitch that have their tits and their vaginas out.
And dude, can we do that? Can we do that, Eddie? I just want, look, I'm a little bit chunky, so I kind of maybe I need that tit bar and just like black out a fucking balls and just do a fucking game.
That's a good idea, Tim. Why don't you give that a try? Let me see how many viewers you get first. Then, if the water looks all right, then I'll dive on in. So, no. So somebody had posted, and it's 3 women that had just like sensor bars over their boobs and their vagina.
I saw that, a blonde, a redhead, and an Asian chick. Yeah, so and they had more.
Yeah. So I was trying to remember if I was right about something, and usually I am. I was trying to remember because I thought in Greek mythology, if you ignored sirens, they died, right? The siren, of course. Well, I mean,
can you ignore them? Didn't they have to tie themselves to a fucking ship and fucking plug their ears and eyes with wax or some shit?
That's how they got by them and lived. But there was another story in Greek mythology of a guy who heard their song and was just like, whatever, bitch. And the sirens were so fucked up by it that they ended up going into the ocean and dying, like drowning themselves.
What if you come across somebody, what if they run across somebody who's tone deaf and doesn't get the song?
What if they're tone deaf?
The sirens? No, they can't be.
I mean, their song's got to be good, I suppose. That's true.
Catchy,
So I just made a little post about it, just saying, hey, you guys, here it is. It was said that the sirens were fated to die if any mortal should hear them sing and live to tell the story. So once Odysseus passed them unharmed, disheartened by their humble defeat, the sirens hurled themselves into the sea and bothered no man ever again. So I guess what I'm saying, guys, is just ignore it. It'll go away.
Yeah.
Or it won't. And that'll just be the new normal. Right? Just walking around seeing guys watching, the 12-year-olds watching titties.
It's going to break Twitch because I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I cannot be the first guy who thinks of, hey, why don't I just do this and just black out my fucking balls?
I mean, you might as well, Tim.
Right?
You really might as well. You know what?
Oh, no, here's the thing. Ladies, get on this shit and black out your fucking feet.
You know what, Tim? If you do that, you might get canceled for doing blackface on your balls. Right? If you're just painting your balls black.
Just because I'm trying to make everything look bigger, it goes against me.
Yeah. Oh, man. So,
look, you can tell a lot by the size of a black bar in a video, right?
That's true. That is true. Oh, man. That's like if I was making porn in Japan, I'd be like, look, you need to make that sensor thingy really big.
When she goes in to give me a blowjob, you're not even going to see her fucking head at all. It's just all going to be blurred out.
Oh God, that's
got to be a great fake porn. Yeah, exactly. Holy shit!
And you don't even have to fuck.
Yeah, Japan said we have to censor the whole thing. All of it's pixelated.
No, so it's just a blank video. Look, we censored the whole fucking thing.
Tell you are to something there.
So Twitch is becoming more porn. Now, my next news story, Tim, OnlyFans is becoming more Twitch. I'm getting ads on Twitter, or X, I mean, for OnlyFans.
I don't know what's up my Twitter feed. The only thing I keep getting some fucking thing for some fucking like thing to help your mom get into the fucking car where she doesn't slip on the snow. Like over and over again. I haven't gotten any off my fan thing, but
Tim,
we're following different accounts.
No, I think if you're getting ads about old people slipping and falling, I think what it might be is that it's reading your data, right?
Well, yes, Twitter does know how old I am because I had to give it my birthday on it and everything like that. But I think what it is also is I made the mistake of, after seeing the ad like 3 times, putting "I'm not interested in this ad" and blocking it, because now it's just flooding my fucking feed, and it's under like 80 different fucking Twitter feed, different Twitter names. So it's definitely a fucking bot. There's no way all these fucking people are doing the ad for this thing. But what it does with Twitter is, the more you say you're uninterested in something, the more it fucking keeps putting it in your feed. So, way to keep me on your app, Elon.
You just got to reverse psychology it then.
That's true. Yeah, I should go more on. I don't want to see more tits.
Yeah, one thing I would hate to see on my Twitter feed is a bunch of big old titty balls. That's what I would hate. If anybody tweets tits at me, I'm going to be fucking pissed. So don't do
That's
it.
my favorite thing, is every once in a while there's some fucking guy tweets something like, "Does any woman look good in short shorts?"
Yeah. That's always fun.
I've never seen a woman look good who has large breasts. Yeah.
The one I saw was like, I've never seen a muscular woman that was hot.
So it works for everything.
Yeah, and that's especially good because they have to be more nude to show off how muscular they are as well.
Ah, that's true. Yeah,
see, that's clever.
That works.
Right there.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So okay, OnlyFans becoming less porn. I'm getting ads for OnlyFans on my Twitter, right? But it's not for porn. They're taking their porn stars, their content creators.
Are they at least naked while they're playing the games?
Well, there's no game. Well, no, there is a game. It's a cooking competition, so they might be naked.
Cooking?
Yeah. So OnlyFans is running shows on OnlyFans that is content creators, or as I like to call them, porn actors. Well, they're actors, right? I mean, I think we can all acknowledge that. There's a skill, there's a craft to it.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah,
you make me believe, yeah. I'm like, holy shit, she really is stuck.
She does enjoy getting fucked in the ass by 25 guys. I guess they're all in love, whatever. But
one in a million.
So OnlyFans is just trying to market like cooking shows with them, and I don't get it. Are they trying to become more legitimate while Twitch becomes less? Like, I don't get it, man. Like, you've got your market, right?
No, well, you got to keep... Look, fucking Dubai is real estate capital of the world for a reason, right? Because they know sooner or later that oil's going to run out. You got to have something else. If all of a sudden you're going to lose an entire market of all these teenage guys now, or just free, have to go on Twitch and get to see semi-naked chicks, which, look, if I'm at a certain age and I see 3 chicks with those fucking black bars across everything, that's enough for me.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even need to hit that though, Tim. You should find the ones that are doing the body painting.
Oh God,
because there's just nothing. They're just wearing nothing. Yep.
Okay. Well,
it's a brave new world.
I have to re-download my Twitch app on my phone.
It's a brave new world, Tim Yobo. Incredible. That's all I'm saying.
Incredible.
So what you been consuming this week, my friend?
Let's see. I saw Rebel Moon, the new Zack Snyder movie.
Okay, how was that?
I enjoyed it. I am not a Snyder fanatic by any stretch of the imagination. I was like, hey, you know what? They released a Snyder cut of Justice League. Okay, I'd be happy to see that. I wasn't foaming at the mouth. Netflix fucked itself, though, because it's a Zack Snyder movie that's like 2 hours and 15 minutes. That is not a Zack Snyder movie.
No.
It should be 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Right.
So I think what they were doing, what they would try, they had a Tim Yobo in the office who goes, hey, you know what? You know how we capitalized on this release the Snyder cut thing? Let's release it where it's like only 2 hours, and then like 3 months later we can promote. Do you want to see the director's cut? That's 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. What's there is there's a good skeleton to build on what's going on in this universe. It's only part 1, and I'm sure they're going to release an extra long cut of it. And I know it's getting shit because it's Zack Snyder, and either usually you're on his team or you're completely against him. There's usually nobody who can be like right down the middle.
Yeah, he is divisive. That is true.
Here's the thing: how did he become the one? What was it about him? It's not like his movies are like extra. I don't know, because it seems like it was Last Jedi and Zack Snyder that like brought all those fucking bros out. Where it was like, it's gotta be this, or I'm gonna shit. If it's not a Zack Snyder movie, I'm gonna fucking review bomb every other fucking DC movie. Every movie that has a female lead in it, I don't want to fucking watch it.
Right. Yeah. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was when it became a culture war thing, when it's like, Snyder would have made the Marvels better.
Whatever. Look, sooner or later, if you flood the fucking market with the same thing over and over again, people are going to get tired of it. So I don't know if it's Marvel just doing with more women in the movies or more black people in the fucking movies where people are like watching it, or it's just like it's the 38th fucking thing in the fucking line of movies.
I think that's the real problem. Is it's like, look, I mean, people can only go to so many movies, at a time. Like, they're fucking expensive. If it's you take yourself, little Peggy Sue down the road, and you each get some popcorn, a couple of drinks or something. You're looking at like a $60 fucking night, easy, and that's just for
at
two
least,
people.
Yeah.
You throw out like 9 Marvel movies in a fucking summer. Are
Plus
you really
a TV
go?
show.
Yep. Are you?
Because
really
I think up until Infinity Wars, they had the advantage of you just had to see the movies, and maybe you missed a Thor. Yeah. Or you missed an Iron Man 3. You still knew what was going on. But now it's like getting so like wrapped up where it was like how Marvel Comics literally used to have, where they were fucking asterisks in the bottom of a fucking panel with like, see Amazing Spider-Man 67 for this reference that's here.
Yeah. And I get it.
But
that's,
I like it.
They want to make money. I get it, So, okay. So,
and then last night I couldn't sleep. I watched a comfort movie, which I often return to, Ms. 45.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good comfort movie.
I saw that in the theaters. Did not appreciate it as much as when I watched it later on, because I was sure I was maybe too young to be seeing that movie and too young to understand that movie and get it on all the different levels and everything like that. But
right.
What a fucking masterpiece that movie is.
Is that one of them for you? Like, for me, the rarefied air of movie is one that if I'm just flipping through shit and it's just on in the middle of it, I go, okay.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
That's what I got. Okay. So that level for you. Wow.
Yeah, I always, the way I always describe that's like either Goodfellas or, oh God, I'm going to sound like a fucking idiot from Barbie, Godfather, where it doesn't matter if there's the last 5 minutes of the movie, I'm going to watch it, or if I just missed the first 5 minutes of the movie, I'm going to watch the rest of it. Yeah.
Same with me with like Big Lebowski. I can do that with.
Yeah.
Any moment I pick that one up. No Country for Old Men.
True. Oh my God. How many times I watched that and read that fucking, well, not read, but listened to the book on Audible. Yeah.
Just a fantastic fucking movie. So okay. High regards for Mr. Yobo for Miss 45. I didn't get to watch anything that good. I watched.
While you're talking, I'm going to eat some Chinese food that my wife brought in. So I'm just going to mute myself.
Feel free. I got to watch, for my sister podcast here, Ed and Matt on Campus, I got to watch a 2013, it's basically a Lifetime movie, but it was made for ABC's Family Channel. And it stars Mark Paul Gosselaar, who was, of course, in Dead Man on Campus. It's called, it doesn't star him. He's the romantic interest. It stars Amy Smart, of all people, from the Crank movies, famously. But it's called The 12 Dates of Christmas. And Tim, you might want to watch this one. It's free. You can find it on like Amazon Prime, and I think it's on Paramount or some other shit. But basically, Amy Smart plays the role of a Bill Murray in Groundhog's Day, where she has to keep reliving the day before Christmas over and over and over again until she does everything perfect.
I always get her mixed up with the chick from the original Friday the 13th. Didn't they have the same name?
Yeah. What was that? I don't recall the name of it.
I think she did. I think the chick that was in the first one, Amy Smart.
No, so this is in the Crank movies, the love.
Yeah, I know. The chick who does the stripper, his girlfriend. Yeah.
The one that he bangs out. You got Adrienne King in the first Friday the 13th.
The main girl. So maybe she's... Oh, wait, hold on. She's in the second one. I'm sorry. She's in the second one and maybe the third one. She might be the final girl in the second one.
Okay, because Adrienne King was the first one.
Mm.
So 2. This is where we need somebody who's like an expert. No, that's Amy Steele.
Ah.
Okay, very close, Tim. Amy Steele,
all right, yes.
who plays
Blonde,
Ginny.
yeah, okay.
Yep. You know what, though? I could see the resemblance a little bit in the eyes. Yeah. But yeah, we're not talking about that movie. We're talking about Bloodbeat. So, so yeah, I know I watched that fucking movie, Tim. 12 Dates of Christmas, and it's insanity. It's madness.
ABC Family. That's it. I think the hardest thing they had on that was Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah, I think that was the craziest. Like she has the perfect date kind of day or whatever thing, and at the end of it,
she keeps reliving it.
No.
Oh.
First it sucks, then she's trying to make it perfect. So she has what we're led to believe is the perfect one. It ends with him going to midnight mass.
Oh,
can you imagine
that was a secret? That was a secret. So she just, no matter what, if everything else she did during the day, she just did whatever the fuck she wanted, and then she just went to midnight mass and went, "I'm sorry, God."
No. I'm saying when she got to do things her way and have the best day she could, that's what she chose to do at the end of the day. Not like, go bang a bunch of whores and do a bunch of coke or something. Like, that's the thing Groundhog's Day nailed, is that they had a nihilist as the centerpiece of it in Bill Murray.
Oh my God, yeah. Holy shit, all the drugs that you can do and never be addicted to.
Yeah. No consequence.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
that
fun.
Needs a remake. We need to do a Yobo remake on that.
Yeah. I tell you, why don't we do a Yobo remake on Bloodbeat, buddy? So what is your history with 1983's Bloodbeat?
Until you sent me a list of movies to pick from. And I looked at it because you sent me like 10 of them. A couple of them I recognized. This one I didn't recognize. I went on YouTube. I watched it and I went, okay, this is it. This is the movie we're doing.
It's insanity. Fucking insanity.
Stop the podcast.
Yeah.
Watch this movie.
Go watch Bloodbeat. It's on the Blood Bank. It's on YouTube. You can find it if you want to get a good.
It's on Tubi
version.
even.
Yeah, if you want to get a good version of it, actually, I think that's the VHS rip, the Tubi one, because there's Vinegar Syndrome did a 1080p re-release of this, which is. Some of the shit that they just pluck out of nowhere, out of just abject obscurity, like Bloodbeat. Nobody in this went on to do anything. Nothing.
I think that these are real people. That's what it is.
Yeah, so the story behind it is the writer-director, this guy Fabrice Zafritos. He was born in Vietnam, I believe it was, and then moved to France. And so lived in France and then ended up in Wisconsin.
How?
Now, I have no idea, Tim. No fucking clue.
There's no way you have that history and you end up in Wisconsin.
How? Yeah, I have no idea. So his father, I guess, was an editor in Hollywood, so he did some editing, right? Okay. He wanted to be an actor, this guy Fabrice. Never wanted to write, direct, any of that shit. But he ends up marrying this broad in Wisconsin, and she wanted to get into making films, right? So says, oh, okay, well, why don't we make a horror movie? We make a nice low-budget horror movie. Best case scenario, you got like a Halloween. Worst case scenario, we have some fun. We'll probably make our money back because it costs nothing, It's 1983, right? So they just found like people they knew. This wasn't like a casting call or anything. It was just like people from around, people who were just there.
I told you, these are real people,
Yeah, so real people just and except for
he's like, all right, you know what? You can use the police department car that I use as long as I get to look in the camera and go, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Although Terry Brown, the guy who played Gary, the dad, he did go on to act in a few things after this. He was in he was in Copycat.
Kenny Rogers the Gambler?
Yeah. No, he was in Copycat. He played a cop in that. It's just like extra
the Sigourney
stuff.
Weaver movie?
From 95? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was also a cop in The Princess Diaries.
Okay.
So just randomly.
I keep getting those two movies. That movie
sprinkled
mixed up
around.
with The Princess Bride. I don't know why.
Okay, well, The Princess Bride was the kind of high fantasy movie, right? Where the framing device
Rob Reiner, yes.
Yeah, where Grandpa's
Andre the
telling,
Giant, yeah.
Grandpa's telling Fred Savage a bedtime story. The Princess Diaries is Julie Andrews and Anne Hathaway.
Okay.
So, a little different. But
I've
you
seen
know
one
what?
of those movies.
Yeah, Princess Bride. That was okay. So, yeah, no, but other than that, nobody in this movie is anything. Nobody goes on to anything, and you can tell. Because the acting talent, not all there. Except for, I will say, the Claudia Payton, who plays Sarah in this.
Oh, my God.
The acting in the bed is very
fucking incredible. Holy shit. I haven't seen shit like this since fucking the end of Audition.
Oh, I know. Dude. Insane.
Yeah, I got like half my fucking notes are all about that fucking scene where it's just like, wait a second. No.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So I guess to summarize, like, what this is supposed to be as a story is a guy brings his sister and his new girlfriend back home to his dad, or not his dad, his mom and
his mom's side piece.
His mom's side piece's place for Christmas. Then from there, what happens is somehow
unimaginable. You will. Please. I wish I didn't see the fucking trailer for this before I picked it. I wish I did like I did a Terry where I was just like gonna
blind.
Go Blood Beat. That's it.
Yeah.
I like the name
Play.
of it. I like the play. You are never going to imagine where this fucking movie goes.
Never in a million years. But
no.
You'll love every minute of it. I'll tell you that shit right now.
I love this fucking movie. I've already watched it 2.5 times.
It's so fun because, so Matt, I guess he was on that episode of Grindbin where they covered this, and he asked a question. I want to ask you, and that is this art or is this pretentious?
Oh, this is art.
Okay.
This is
accidental art.
Yes.
Okay. That was where I fell on that side of the fence too, Tim. So I'm glad.
This is an incredible fucking movie. I cannot believe that more people don't know about this movie. This is really.
It really should be up there, right? Like in another universe, this could be there with a Dead Alive. Like it doesn't have the practical effects budget or anything, but as far as like the quirky elements of it, I could totally see this being a cult
mind
classic.
Trap. It's
totally a mind
that
trap.
Fucking Japanese house.
Yes. It's
where you just watch it, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? But you just want to keep watching it to see what the fuck is going on.
It's like a car crash in slow motion. It really is, because you're just like, whoa, what the? Wait a minute, that guy's
it's like a Red Baron just kept flying through the
air. The Red Baron. Why the? Okay, so now
Lonely Painter, come in.
Now
it has a CB set up in the fucking house.
Yeah. Which we had where I grew up. That's the other thing I have is how triggering this is to me from my childhood. Like, is insanity.
I guess if you don't live in New York, everything's Wisconsin.
I mean, rural Washington is basically nowhere. You know what I mean? So, okay, now listeners, try to follow here. So, the girlfriend, when they bring her home, she sees that Gary, the new dad, not the stepdad, the dad that stepped up, he's gutting a deer that he had just shot. She has like a weird psychic freak out over the deer that's shot.
Everybody, well, the mom also has a weird psychic freak out when she sees the deer too.
Yes.
So does this deer play any part in the movie?
No.
Does it explain anything that's going to happen in the rest of this movie?
Not at all.
Nope.
No. But is this the instance of the beginning of the movie, the killing of the deer? In horror, right? Because think about, I've pointed it out before, how many movies that begin with a couple driving to the middle of nowhere, they accidentally hit a deer, right?
True, yeah. Don't fuck with deers.
1983, and it starts with the dead deer. They don't hit it, although, a little note for you, Tim Yobo, They didn't go out and just hunt and kill a deer for this movie. That was a road-killed deer.
Okay.
So no animals were harmed in the making of this movie.
None of them got Nugent. Okay.
Yeah, no Nugenting, no cat scratch fever on the deer. Remember he just wrote a song about how cool it was to fuck minors?
You mean a song or how many songs?
Quite
he has
a few.
many, many, many songs about that, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That's, QAnon people don't care about that.
No.
Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton were going to ping pong pizza all the time, but Ted Nugent was just singing about it. And my other favorite Ted Nugent story is how he shit his pants for 3 days before he had to go for his physical for the Army, so he didn't get picked to go to Vietnam. And
Real
now
hero.
he's a big fucking veterans pusher,
Yeah, big hero, that guy. Fucking piece of shit.
So easy to get away with that shit on that side. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
We eat our own alive, and they just fucking like, hey, draft dodger shit in your pants, guy? Yeah, come talk to the fucking Army about what they should be doing.
Yeah, well, you got to understand, we live in a world where hypocrisy doesn't exist as like a shameful thing anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there's no more public shaming.
Pointing out that somebody's being a hypocrite does not mean anything.
No, it just shows that you're woke.
Right. And then probably gay because you're woke, right? And that's a bad thing.
Right. You're paying attention to what I'm saying, right? Why are you listening to what I'm saying, dude? What's going
We're
on?
bringing up facts, you asshole. You should be buying things like guns. Anyhow. Or protein drinks. Yeah. Anyhow, so then, we meet
Here's
Mom.
a question. How come you never hear... You always hear the Republicans are talking about how much gas prices are going up and food prices and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how my fucking YouTube algorithm gave me this, but one of the shorts was some guy who bought a fucking $2,400 pistol and ended up returning it because the sights fell off when he was shooting it. And I'm like, how the fuck are people paying $2,400 for a fucking handgun? You never hear the Republicans talk about how expensive guns are.
Well, because they like them.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Nothing's too expensive if you like it, or too cheap if you hate it.
That's true.
Or cheap enough if you hate it, I suppose. So now we meet Mom, right? Mom.
Oh, man.
There's
I
a
got
lot.
so many things to say. Hold on.
There's a lot to talk about with Mom.
She kind of reminds me of two people.
Okay. I have one.
A Shelley Duvall who went through two filmings of Stanley Kubrick.
That was my first note.
Anthony James.
Anthony James.
I know you don't know who that name is.
You got me on that one,
okay.
Tim.
Here's a deep reference. He was the bartender, not the owner of the bar in Unforgiven.
Oh, shit.
In many Clint Eastwood movies.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about now. I think I'm getting the picture. Okay,
there's
Tim's
the picture for you. See, it's kind of like the same thing too.
Yeah,
so there's somebody glowing coming out of his hands.
Yes, glowing coming out of the hands. That's important. That's very important. So, again, you're never going to guess where this movie goes. Mom is really into like artwork. But
it's impossible how she's making this art. You cannot make this. This is like acid wash, some shit like that, right? That she's doing?
I'm not sure how she's accomplishing it.
That's not paint.
No, it's supposed to be paint.
Yes, it's supposed to be paint.
Anyhow, okay, so the opening then is that her boy toy is like, I want to get married. And she's like, nah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. I have written down, why buy the bull when you get the seed for free?
That's a good point, Tim. Because then he throws a fit. And he gets all butthurt about it. He's like, what am I, just your fucking little plastic thing to push around?
Push around or push in and out? What are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. What kind of piece of
plastic? What am I, just a dildo?
I've never heard this analogy. Like, what am I, your piece of plastic that you just push around, Tim?
Well, later I'm going to see how this guy just flips on a fucking dime. Going from being caring boyfriend to, bitch, what you talking about?
To bitch better have my money. Yeah, exactly.
Bitch better have my orange juice. What are you talking about?
For real, dude. Oh my God, with the OJ. So she gets a migraine, right? The lady friend does, and she's like, "All right, I'm gonna go lay down." So he takes her up to the guest room. The guest room has a stripper pole in it.
I have written down.
Weird.
I've watched this. Okay, I've gotten to this part now almost 3 times because I watched this movie 2.5, but I've gotten up to this part. What the fuck is that? It is It is the thinnest fucking pole in the middle of the room.
Yeah, imagine like a curtain rod, right?
Yes.
Like one of those cheap, flimsy aluminum telescopic spring curtain rods. That thick of a pole that appears to be like structural. like it's part of the foundation holding the roof up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just in the middle of this bizarre room. By the way, this room just littered with mom's paintings.
And some fucking guy who meditated in the room, and then
so the
dead kid, maybe?
The legend is that, they rented it to a guy, or they let a guy stay there who would meditate in that room.
And now here's my question, because I think we skipped over. Is this the guy from the beginning of the movie? Well, no, hold on. At the beginning of the movie, we just see the dad, Gary, going out hunting. We don't see exactly what he shoots. Later on, somebody pops up, and I'm like, Is that what was happening at the beginning of the movie? And is that this person?
That's the family hunting trip. And no, I don't think that's it might be the person. That's a good question.
The most dangerous game, yeah.
Yeah, true. We just,
Because everybody's so fucking... This whole family is so eager to fucking kill something.
Oh,
God, they can't fucking wait.
Yeah, they've already killed a deer, and that's plenty of meat, by the way. They don't. They're like, I gotta go get another one,
and it's tenderized, right? It's been run over by an 18-wheeler.
Well, yes, but I mean, in the fiction of the movie, they hunted them. But yes, in reality, you're right, Tim. It was run over.
You don't
by
have
a
to dress
truck.
it because everything's been fucking evacuated through its ass.
Yeah. It's like a schnitzel, right? Or like a veal parmesan. You pound it out nice and flat. Or maybe that's how they make chicken fried steak. The shitty cube steak with what looks like the tire tread across it. Maybe they just go scrape a cow off the side of the road that got ran over. Batter it and fry it, man. It's good. Put a little gravy on there, no problem.
Gravy always does it good.
It helps. It certainly does. So, okay, they grab a cookie and then go look at the tree. That's the big attraction. Which the trees, the big ornaments that are their traditional ornaments are pine cones.
Yep. That break. So they're old pine cones. They're dried up pine cones.
Yeah, old dried up. They could walk outside and get new pine cones right now.
True. And what I liked about this is it seems like everything in this house is within a 3-foot radius of that tree. The gun cabinet and the radio.
Yeah, that's the other note I have is that he's all like, I want to show you the tree and my gun.
Was there a gun just underneath the tree? Did they hide it in the tree just in case?
See, that seems dangerous to me because I've seen gremlins, and I remember the gremlin that hid in the tree.
Oh shit! And they got a cat too, so you don't want to you don't want to hide a gun in a Christmas tree because that cat's shooting somebody. Yeah.
Yep. There's nothing.
Which, by the way, greatest cat I've ever seen in a movie. I love this fucking cat.
Oh, it's a fantastic cat. Yeah, great cat actor. The way that it fucks up their game of Monopoly, I love it.
I have written it has to be somebody's cat. You cannot train a cat to do that because at one point the cat's cleaning itself and she pets it, and he keeps cleaning himself.
Yeah. No, that you can't train a cat to do that. This cat, natural, just a natural. You know what I mean? Very method.
That cat,
yeah. So they go look at the guns, right? They show Sarah this crazy guest room, and then everything just goes red, and we hear a baby crying, and I guess that's the guy that stayed there's daughter that's haunting it.
Is that what it is? Because
I have no idea.
Hold on, look, this movie's a fucking fever dream, and I think we already said 2 times, you have to watch this movie before you listen to us, because what we're going to be talking about, there's no rhyme or reason to it.
No, makes no sense.
I was thinking that this was her daughter, like another daughter that they had that died earlier.
You know what? Maybe. God only fucking knows what was
Because
in this
who
guy's
covers
mind.
up? I have written down, why is there a pole in the room, and who's covering up the fucking picture of the fucking kid with the candle?
Yeah, at the end, we see that she lifts it up. You see the picture of the kid, which that's supposed to be some sort of a revelation.
Yeah.
Missed me entirely. That shit missed me.
So,
I'm
yeah,
like,
I didn't think it was the guy who disappeared's daughter. I thought it was the family's daughter, something like that.
Maybe, yeah. Perhaps. I mean, it you know what? Could be.
Sure,
Who knows?
yeah. With this movie, why not?
You know what?
Yeah.
For all we know, it was the new daddy, Gary's daughter.
Oh.
Who fucking knows? Maybe he killed his daughter to get into the family. He pulled some some rich guy
my wife,
shit.
some Johnny Walker Black.
Hey, look at you, bud. Salud. I had a snifter full of that shit, basically dumped into a cup at the holiday party.
Nice.
Because I told them I wanted a Johnny Walker Black on the rocks, right? And they bring me this glass, and I saw them put the ice in it. They put the ice in it, and then they filled the glass up, and there was like 3 cubes of fucking ice in it.
Damn,
it was
you can't do that shit. Yeah.
And then I got the Glenlivet 18 that they had there. That was lovely. No
nice.
Ice for that. That's just plain.
No, certain ones you don't want ice in it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, Johnny Walker Black you could do with a little ice because it's peaty. It's got a little.
That no, so I used to get the double black.
That's
just peppery. Yeah,
that's peppery. Yeah, that's a good term for it for sure. So okay, room goes red, baby cry, freak out. Right then, Sarah all of a sudden is just like, "Don't let your mom in here because she can read all of my thoughts."
Oh God, this is. Because just off the bat, she's inside my head. She knows everything that I want to do. She knows everything about me.
Mm-hmm. She knows who I am.
There's
what
just
I'm about
no
to do.
rhyme or reason to it.
Nothing led me to believe she should believe this. Nothing.
Just that. If anything, she should think there's something like the fucking deer knows everything about her. The way she reacted to the deer.
That's true, yeah. Maybe because she had a weird psychic... The deer in the room, those are the 2 big problems. Not the mom. She didn't have a weird freak out around the mom. Just the deer in the room. So then, naturally, she's kind of feeling out of her element, right? She's just meeting the family for the first time. She's exhibiting some sort of signs of maybe like heat stroke or something bizarre going on with her brain, So she complained earlier about having a migraine, so maybe there's some damage going on. So her boyfriend...
Well, her dad, the guy, when the stepfather, whatever, the side piece...
Yeah.
Meets her, he goes, "Hey, Sleeping Beauty."
Yeah, well, because she was sleeping in the car.
How does he know?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know, Tim. And yeah, she freaks out because he tries to shake her hand with the bloody hand.
Yeah, because he just fucking leaves to fucking wash the blood off his hands. Yeah. And here's another question I have, Eddie: Is it a fucking tip off the shape of her hair to what happens later on? Because the second time I watched this, I'm like, wait a second, I recognize the style of that haircut that she has.
Yeah. I mean, if this was a whodunnit with what we know the murderer to be, and she was one of the suspects, that's a pretty easy lineup. There ain't gonna be no Kaiser Soze.
We just need to see the shadow. We don't even need to see the actual people.
Yeah.
We just need the outline of them. Yeah, that's
just
her.
the profile of her head. Yeah, that's all you need. Ah, man. What a problematic fucking movie, dude. Anyhow, so she's freaked out, right? She's freaked out. She's complaining about a migraine. She's telling her boyfriend that his mom can read her thoughts. So Tim, what do you try to do? Well, you try to rape her.
Dude, for real. This is insane.
Yeah.
In your fucking parents' house. Well, maybe half your parents. In the room that either somebody just disappeared in or somebody who had a daughter who died in.
Mm-hmm.
And she's obviously not into it. As soon as you hear the headache part, right? The migraine especially.
Yeah. Yeah, that's...
And just read the room. Yeah. This is like classic, I think it happens a lot in the Grindbin movies where it's like guys, like they don't care what the fuck the situation is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're crying. You're upset. Or this is like what was that James Bond movie where he had sex with the Italian chick whose husband just died in the shower while she was crying?
Yeah, there's an even better example of that later in this movie that I fucking love. So,
dude, you got to get it where you can get it, man. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Maybe we're all gonna die.
So he tries to rape her, and then I guess the Red Baron is coming. What the fuck? There's just we hear this guy in a red truck. It's like Lonely Painter. This is the Red Baron over. And by the way, this dude rules because
I love this guy. Yeah.
The air that he catches in that fucking truck,
holy
like
shit,
a Duke boy. It's just ridiculous.
Incredible. This is like, thank God you're not sitting on the fucking side of the road next to this guy driving down. He would fucking take your head off.
Oh, yeah, because this fucking truck is just flying. You see, and just
they don't call him Red Baron for nothing. He's not bringing fucking pizza.
By the way, what a weird name for a pizza company. Red Baron?
I had some Red Baron frozen pizza a couple of weeks ago. It's actually pretty good.
It's good.
I'm surprised at the amount of sauce that's on that for a fucking frozen pizza.
Yeah. And the sauce for a frozen pizza, not terrible. If you're going to get a frozen pizza, get a Red Baron. That's,
you can't get Amy's.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if you're going to get like a cheap, like single serving thing, that's the move. Yeah. It's funny. When I worked at JP Morgan Chase in Florida, there was a guy from New York that worked there too. Florida, half of them are from New York. Mm-hmm. And he could identify what frozen pizza people were eating by smell. And he was right. Because
smelling the pizza or smelling the people?
Smell of the pizza, of course.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It could be smelling the people too. I don't know.
You smell like a Mama Celeste, you motherfucker. Get the hell out of here.
I went to the kitchen. The kitchen was actually on a different floor too. So I had to go badge out, go into the elevator, go down to the kitchen, microwave one of those Red Baron little single serving things, got back in the elevator, rode it up to my floor, badged back in, walked in. And this guy, John was his name. He goes, "Oh, you got a Red Baron pizza?" And I'm like, "Motherfucker, how do you know that?"
Damn. And
he's like, "I can smell it." And I was like, "No, you can't." So we tested him. Yeah, he could.
What is he, Jean-Baptiste Grenouille from fucking Perfume? He can smell it?
Yeah, but only with frozen pizzas. That was incredible. Incredible talent.
Oh, that's the other movie I just watched the other week, a couple of days ago, Perfume.
Oh, yeah?
Love that fucking book. Movie-wise, not that great. It's as good as you're going to get that book, but if you haven't read that book by Pastor Susskind, Perfume, Chef's Kiss is one of my all-time favorite books. I love it.
Oh, wow.
It's about a vampire scent in like 18th century France.
Interesting. It's interesting.
Trust me.
I'll have to Audible it if they have a good reader.
I have it on Audible. It's actually it's a good read. It wasn't on. I joined Audible like 2003. And this book only became available like 3 years ago. It was like the holy grail of me being able to find this fucking book.
Oh man, imagine if it came out and the reader sucked.
No, it's an English guy. He does the accents. He does all the pronunciations well. For as far as I can tell, reading fucking French names and shit like that. But I just remember reading that book, and the first time I read it was just like, holy shit! And I think it was maybe the first book that I reread.
Wow.
It was so good. Oh, God. Check it out.
Okay. So Red Baron comes over, and we find out that that's Uncle Pete. They just call Uncle Pete the Red Baron. So they all decide, like, hey, we went hunting earlier, and you guys got a deer. Let's go hunting again.
Can't wait. We got to go hunting right now. Let's go.
And it's bizarre to me also because half of them have guns and half of them have bows and arrows. And I'm like, I don't think that's how you usually do it. Usually you pick one, right? And everybody kind of brings the same thing.
Well, yeah, because isn't the point of using the bow and arrow to be kind of like either more of a douche or less of a douche? I don't know.
Yeah.
But at least be more stealthy?
I've known people that both bow hunt. And yeah, the idea is that it's supposed to be more stealthy or whatever. But they all cheat. None of them are like Because first of all,
Eddie, thank you, because I have written down the fucking bow, and this is a fucking cheap bow, right? This is the kind of thing that you can pull back and you can hold it for like 10 minutes, right?
Compound
okay, so you don't need
bow,
any kind of fucking strength in your arm to hold it.
Well, I mean, you do. Like the pull on it's going to probably be like 90 pounds.
Compared to like
resistance.
doing an actual, what we would think of as a fucking bow and arrow set?
Yeah, versus a long bow. A long bow, you have to, that's fucking, fuck that.
My thing on hunting has always been go out with like a 12-inch knife and whatever you can get, that's what you can eat.
Mm-hmm. So if you successfully capture an 11-year-old with the knife, I guess that's what you
maybe we
eat.
need an asterisk next to that.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
So they see this animal. They see the deer, and then they all line up their shot on this one fucking deer. And I'm like, dude, they're gonna blow this deer to shit. What the fuck are they doing? So they all line it up. It's a very tense moment, and right as they're about to shoot, you get this like heartbeat music. The scene becomes very, very tense, and it just slowly builds in the background. And then Sarah just stands up and screams, and then just starts running for no reason.
Gary has the greatest reaction. He's like, God damn son of a bitch.
Yeah.
We were going to kill something. We were going to destroy something beautiful. They were going to Fight Club this fucking goddamn thing. They were going to angel face it.
Yeah, this deer was fucking toast. This deer was gone. But no, she screams and then runs off like a fucking maniac. And they chase after her. And then we just see some random dude stumble out of nowhere that was like shot in the gut.
I was thinking this is the guy from the beginning of the movie. This is the guy who Gary shot. Yeah,
it's got to be, right? Gary shot this guy. Okay.
Because later on, he's like, I don't know who this guy is. Are you sure? Yeah. I've never seen this guy's face. No, I don't know who that guy is.
They're all like, he's still alive. And Gary's like, all right, you guys all go get help. I'll stay here with him.
I'm staying here, yeah.
He's like, hey.
I'll suck the poison out.
Yeah, he tells the guy, look in my eyes. Look in my eyes. All right, bye. Click. Take his ass out. So then Sarah like runs over and then gets intercepted by gut shot guy. Then they grab her. They're like, all right, calm down. You know, you're okay. Cut to that night. The cops and ambulance show up. And by cops, I mean a guy that has a light on top of a weird red car. So the cops, they show up and decide. And this is where I think Gary is working with the cops. Because they'll
Something's
just decide.
going on here. Something's up.
Yeah, because he's all like, listen, we all shot our guns, but it was the opposite direction, right? This guy, he came out of nowhere. Who knows? They're like, yeah, this wasn't that poacher you were complaining about the other day, was it, Gary? Yep. And he goes,
the guy who wasn't paying rent, yeah.
Yeah, this wasn't the guy that owed me $20. This wasn't the guy that took the under on the Lions game last week.
Motherfucker, not only was he poaching my land, but he fucking squatted into my room.
Yeah, this fucking guy praying in there, quote unquote. Yeah, sure. Taking my soon-to-be wife in there to meditate, like a real John Redcorn situation.
The dialogue that the son gives is just incredible. He's really... when you said that nobody else went on from this except for the Gary guy, I'm surprised because when he's doing that fucking dialogue with the checkbook in his hand, I'm like, this is a real fucking scene. This looks like something really fucking going on.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is it has like these moments of competence. I don't want to say brilliance, competence. Where you're like, yeah, this is a fucking
of sincerity. It's not like they're trying to just do a stupid ass fucking movie. Like they're not setting out to let's make a bad movie that nobody's ever gonna fucking figure out what the hell is gonna go on in this movie in 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's true. It's not as like crass as the other kind of cash grabby shit that you would see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is something.
It's no Thanksgiving. I'll say. Oh yeah, that's the other movie I watched.
Oh, no good.
You know, Bobby said in the Discord, Eli Roth, fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times.
Yeah.
Still got me to watch this fucking movie. Goddamn it, I'm a fool.
And no good, huh?
No, not for me.
Okay. We'll have to look
overdone turkey.
We'll have to look for It's a Wonderful Knife.
Motherfucker. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, because Johnny Walker Black. Chef's Kiss. Love that fucking movie. Holy shit, watch it. It is so fucking good.
Okay,
it is so goddamn good.
I love the premise of it. She killed the serial killer, wish she was never born, and then the serial killer's back, and it's like crazy.
Plus, unless I was completely high, which is a possibility, Justin Long is in it. Can't go wrong with him in it.
You can't go wrong with Justin Long. That's the expression, especially in horror.
Except for Jeepers Creepers, but it wasn't really his fault.
He's one of the few Scream Kings. You know what I mean? You get the Scream Queens, right? That's a thing.
I think he's the only one. Who else do you have?
No. Guy from Friday the 13th Part 2. That's the original Scream King.
All right, well.
Or sorry, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, not Friday the 13th. Nightmare on Elm Street 2.
Yeah,
that guy. He's
but he's only one.
Yeah, but he's the original, man. You don't got to be in 100 of them. You could do one and fucking nail it.
One. Yeah, true.
You know? So, anyway, they go back home, right? And Sarah is freaking out in this fucking bed, right? And at first I'm like, man, I can't see what Ted sees in this broad. And then I can see what Ted sees in this broad. Are we to the scene? Hold on. Yes,
Let me get to my list. So hold on.
All right, Tim.
Let's see. Red Baron car flying. No, we don't want to get past that. Let's see. Runs into dude. Takes pictures down. Mom's pain. Son, let me get some money. No.
Okay. So this is where she Mom looks like she's having a stroke. Sarah wakes up and rolls over. There's a chest next to her. She opens the chest up to and produces
what you would obviously think. The most obvious thing in the world that you're going to think that she's going to find in this room.
Yeah, samurai armor. Like, yeah.
Full fucking suit.
She rolls over, right? Finds a trunk. And then you know how like when Link would open up a chest, you'd get the music, the slow building do 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 do. She rolls over, opens up the trunk, and it's just this badass samurai outfit. She takes it out, she's admiring it. She finally finds the fucking katana. Opens it up and looks at the glint on the blade, and it's just like, yep.
Cuts herself on it too, right?
Quick little, because like the Barovian blade, you're only supposed to open it, or whenever you unsheath it, you're supposed to feed it blood. Otherwise, it's bad luck.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to be trained in the arts of the Bushido, Tim, you need to know these things, much like Sarah does.
I think she just picked up on it naturally.
Yeah. I mean, it was born to her. It was in her blood.
I mean,
clearly.
If that was me, I'd be like, what the fuck is... What kind of fucking family is this with these weird-ass fucking paintings and has a fucking full samurai fucking suit in that goddamn fucking closet? Well, it's in a trunk.
So she cuts herself on it, passes out, and falls on the ground like any samurai would. And everybody runs up to see what the fuck happened. They find her on the ground, and so she's mumbling about cutting herself with a sword, and they're looking around. They're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Here's
what I have written down is, yo, dude, pick your fucking girlfriend up from the floor.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. He's keeping her, he's almost holding her down on the floor while she's fucking describing all the stuff that happened.
Pick her up, set her on the bed, be like, all right, calm down, sweetie. Everything's okay. There's no samurai ghost armor.
The whole point is getting her in bed, it seems, with this guy, right? So you're missing an opportunity here.
She spends the last half of the movie in bed.
Oh, God, does she ever? Does she ever?
Thankfully. Thank God she does. So then Mom leaves, and as she does, we get like a flashback of another little girl cutting her finger with the sword.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, am I now
That's
to
why
believe...
I'm like, this is why I thought it was a daughter, a long-lost daughter that they had.
Okay. So you're thinking Sarah is their long-lost daughter. That's my theory.
No. Not at that point. What I'm thinking is when we're seeing these flashbacks, I'm thinking this is the daughter who died in this house, and that's going to be the main impetus of this fucking movie. But no.
So no, I'm telling you, like I said, I'm close to you on that one, though, Tim. But like I said, my theory is because if you look at that picture, that little girl in the flashback that cut her finger, that's the little girl that's in the picture, right?
Yes, that somebody puts a vase over on the.
Mm-hmm. And remember now, Mom immediately saw her and didn't like her, right?
Yes.
It's like, I don't fucking know about that. Maybe I don't want Ted, my son, to go in there and start laying a fucking down on her, Tim. Because maybe.
Oh, no. No, go ahead. Keep playing the song because it's a great song.
Yeah.
But you're wrong on that. Because at one point, she says, I want you to be careful with that girl. And he says, oh, don't worry, Mom. I'm using protection. She goes, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. So Mom wants her to get raw dogged then.
Well, just to make sure the son's pull-out game is good, right?
I suppose. Yeah.
Hey, look, you know who has the best pull-out game? A psychic, right?
A psychic would have the best pull-out game. That's a good point. If you ever date a guy who claims to be psychic, and
or
he
a
fucks
chick,
up
right?
Or a chick, yeah, and she's like, "Oh, I'm not ovulating. It's fine." Yeah.
All of a sudden, you're banging the chick, and she goes, "On my back." You're like, "What? I didn't even ask you yet."
Yeah. You tell her, "I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. That's never happened before." She's like, "Yeah, it has." Yeah, it has. Last time it happened was April 19th.
I can tell you're lying, yep. And guess what? I can also see your future. It's going to happen again.
Yeah, you know what? But not with me. So get out of here. That's got to suck for psychics, man. It's a good thing that shit's fake. So, okay, now we go to the outside into the living room, Tim.
Yes.
And it's maybe, I think... how stark this scene is. Matt Anderson nailed it in saying that like Joy Division couldn't have even like given us just an image so stark and depressing.
This is like the most uncomfortable fucking thing I've ever seen. I can't imagine being the fucking outsider in this room.
Brother and sister are sitting on the floor at 9:45 at night starting a game of Monopoly.
A two-player game. Do you know how long it takes to play a two-player game of Monopoly? Or any game of Monopoly, by the way.
Yeah. Dad, or not Dad, has by the way, just gotten into a huge fucking argument with Mom. And he's ranting about how he's a simple man. He just needs attention and affection. He's fed up with all their fucking paintings and their visions.
You fucking witch
Christmas
bitch.
Eve,
Yep.
You dumb fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And then he storms out of there.
Give me some of that strange cue.
He storms out of the room, grabs a seat cushion off of the couch. The seat cushion is maybe 1.25 inches thick.
Yep. This ain't doing shit for your hemorrhoids, Pops.
He props it up like at a 45-degree angle against the floor and their concrete fucking brick fireplace, and then leans back on it to watch television on a 4.5-inch black and white
in a
TV.
tiny corner of the room. This is a tiny fucking corner of the room.
Depressing corner. And if you look up on the mantle, there are old coffee cans and like an old tin can. There's
some game, it looks like, called 4000 AD.
Yeah, 4000 AD. I see that there's some records down there that looks like the first like 7 issues of an encyclopedia set that they got from the traveling salesman. That's
some Time Warner books on the occult.
Yeah. It's
the Old
depressing.
West and Old Japan.
And all of Japan, of course. They got the Japan one down.
We got those Time Warner World War II books in. Holy shit.
Yeah. Exactly. They're like, well, I don't know how to feel about Japan. I love the samurai armor, but I don't really stand for all the human experimentation. Then, Tim, can we talk about the sisters' thigh-high socks?
Yo, what the fuck is up with this? Because I'm watching this. My wife is in and out of the room. I pause. I'm like, what the fuck? Is she wearing a long T-shirt and thigh-high leg warmers?
Yes. Her outfit, Tim, is the boyfriend T-shirt and thigh-high leg warmers.
It looks kind of good, though. Gotta admit, I am a sucker for
a
those long,
look.
thigh-high boots. I am a mini skirt and those thigh-high boots. You just like maybe like an inch and a half of fucking leg. It is there is something to be said about that.
I'll give you that, or I'll give you the long T-shirt too. That's a good look.
Oh yeah, that a button-down shirt. Oh.
Yeah. That's a good look. But she's got like a striper T-shirt on or something. It's not like a button-down.
Who cares?
It works for you. Okay, I'm glad it works for you, Tim. Now,
it's Wisconsin, right? So
it is. It's a Wisconsin December 30th or 24th in Wisconsin. So, of course, you don't wear any shorts or panties or anything. By the way, she goes outside in this repeatedly.
Yes.
Yeah. So, speaking of outside, madness is now happening across town. At their neighbor's house, we see this old couple, and there's a man.
Oh my God, Eddie.
Okay.
This is my hero. All right. You haven't done this in a long time. This is my hero. This guy is living the best life that he could be living, right?
He really has it all figured out.
Not necessarily the life that I would want, but
no.
I also wouldn't say like, hey, this is the worst life that I could be living. This isn't like all the way at the bottom of the barrel. This is pretty good what he's doing, yeah.
Yeah, so he's got a waterbed, right? Which he is in, wearing a wife beater, boxers, and a robe. A flannel robe.
A trucker hat.
And a, like, John Deere trucker hat.
Yep.
In his waterbed with his wife bringing him tea.
This is like 10 o'clock at night, right? Because we just it was like 9:40 before the family was playing Monopoly and reading a book together, yeah.
Yeah, his wife is bringing him tea. And
no, he's like, where's my tea? Yeah, and she says to him specifically, she says, do you want anything else? He's like, no, I just want my tea.
That's right. You want anything else? He goes, no, I want my fucking tea.
And by the way, let the fucking dog in.
Let the dog in, yeah. So the dog is now on the waterbed with him.
Okay, this is the dog that's the production company is named after because the production company is named Husky Pup, right? And this is a husky. Mm-hmm. This is the Kooky, whatever the name of this fucking dog is, Koki, whatever it is.
Koki
this is the producer's dog, guarantee you. And my 100%. Question is, how do dogs react on a waterbed?
That's a good question. I've never put a
this
dog
dog
on a
is a natural on a fucking waterbed.
No,
he doesn't fucking do anything at all. He's not like freaked out. So
no. You know what? I'm starting to wonder.
Is this the producer's house? Is this the producer's waterbed?
So the house, the big house that they film in, is the director's house.
Okay, because the outside does not fit. This is like a spooky thing. The outside of the house does not fit what we see in this fucking Scooby-Doo fucking room of fucking doors.
No, outside is nice. Inside is like a fucking nightmare scenario, right? Oh, by the way, just real quick, Tim, just because I enjoyed it so much, I'd like to play a little bit of the intro music for this movie, the theme song. I mean, you hear this when you queue up a movie on the blood bank and you're like, yep.
Ominous music. Did you play this with the subtitles on?
Yes, I did play it with the subtitles on, Tim.
Yeah.
All the ominous bonging.
And what the fuck is she doing? Later on, she's going to be fucking smouthing or something?
She was doing some ominous bonging in her room, that's for damn sure. By the way, Tim, you need a t-shirt that says ominous bonging. Yeah, with a pot leaf on it. Over the
that'd be just a
bonging.
rip-off of Evil Bong, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it works. 83 Evil Bong, though, I'll watch it. You throw Cheech and Chong in there. That's fun. So, okay, she comes back with the tea, and he's like, what the fuck? Where the fuck is my orange juice?
Oh, God. I've written that. Yo, you did not fucking say anything about the orange juice.
No. And you, in fact, like you said, when she said anything else, she said, no, just bring me my tea.
This is a test, right? Yeah. I'm sorry. Look, I'm going to get a little fucked up here, but bitch better know I want my orange juice for my coffee already at this point, right?
This is,
I don't have to say it anymore.
This is like insanity. This is like, I need you to start predicting my madness. Right? You know what I mean?
Coffee, tea and orange juice at 10 o'clock at night.
10 o'clock at night. Tea and orange juice in a waterbed with a John Deere hat on.
Yes, by the way, because she brings the tea in. She pours the hot water into an actual fucking teapot. There's a tea set. She lays it on the fucking waterbed.
Yeah, it's a tea party on a waterbed. It is the full...
Boiling water on a fucking waterbed.
Platter, saucers, big ass fucking teapot, the whole
with
thing.
With the husky on the fucking bed. On top of that, right? Not only a fucking husky husband, you got the husky dog.
Yeah, you got a teapot short and stout. You got a husband short and stout. You got a dog short and stout. I mean, it all goes together, Tim. You should have asked her for some cookies or something to go with it, and then she had to go bake cookies.
But I want some biscuits. Yeah,
I do like that the orange juice is what appears to be like a shaker of Parmesan.
Oh,
that she's scooping out.
Yeah, this is some fucked up. This isn't even fucking Tang. This is fake Tang.
Yeah.
You might call this shit Tang or maybe even poo Tang.
Poo Tang. Yeah, there you go. Isn't that the fries with gravy and cheese curds? Poo Tang.
Is that what it is?
No, that's that dictator, right, from Russia. Putin.
Putang. Oh, that disgusting food you never want to eat. Yeah.
Yeah, poutine. Yeah.
I've never seen what fucking cheap knockoff of this is fucking. Yeah. What kind? This isn't fucking like that orange concentrate that you used to buy that you mix. It's frozen fucking orange shit that you mix in with water. She's just mixing powder into water.
This is the coffee crystals equivalent of orange juice is what this shit is. So Tim, if she brought the Putang to him, right, and then he told her he also wanted some crackers with it. If it spilled on the waterbed, would he be Putang on the Ritz?
Oh, wow! Damn! Holy shit!
Oh man!
Please cut that out.
No, it's all good, Tim. So okay. Now, back home, Sarah is masturbating violently in bed.
No, the first time that you see it, you're not exactly sure what's going on. Okay, because you only get these flashes like 2.5 second shots, right?
Fair,
it's like a strobe like effect going on.
Yeah.
The second time you see it, you go. It's kind of like when that scene in Fight Club where the parents are seeing the animated movie and the cock comes up with like split second.
Yeah.
Just like,
and then they look and they're like, what the fuck?
But holy shit. Yo, this fucking bitch is trying to saw herself in half.
She really is.
Yes,
she is going at it with a fucking vengeance down there.
I have so many things written down. First, I have written down, what the fuck is she trying to do? Saw herself in half, which I already said that. This reminds me of fucking Audition, but instead of with the foot, it's with the puss, right?
Yep.
And just how is that fucking sheet not smoking? The smoke detector should be going off, but then I have written down, it's because it's so fucking wet. It's fucking counteracting each other. You can't fucking get any smoke going on that goddamn thing. How many fucking thread sheet is that goddamn fucking sheet?
I don't know. They're going to need to replace all of the bedding, though, man.
But I will say this. Holy shit, this is a fucking hot scene.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah.
This is something with fucking single white female.
Oh, yeah. Dude, the outfit they got her in is like she cut the sleeves off of a T-shirt, so you get some side boob action going on. And you see her in profile with the arching the back over and over and like really fucking into it.
Yeah, she's almost doing like a fucking Linda Blair exorcist move at one point, right?
yeah.
Like how bitch, you're gonna break your fucking neck.
She's doing the crab walk up the stairs, but with her vagina out.
It is really. I really can't wait to listen to the Grindbin episode after we record this. I don't want to plagiarize it, but I cannot wait to hear how they fucking talked about this goddamn scene.
Oh yeah. So Okay, then the woman getting the salt shaker full of orange juice crystals, she drops the cup, and we just see a katana through her gut. And right as that happens is when Sarah comes.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now this is the movie we're in, folks. A reanimated samurai armor is going around killing people seemingly at random while the woman masturbates to control it.
Okay, here's the thing that I just thought about right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is only usually happening is when she's coming, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the scene in the beginning of the movie where they're all sitting in that awkward fucking living room with the dad watching the TV and the sister and the brother playing Monopoly, the mom sitting there reading a magazine, and she's sitting there reading a book. This is all going on when the uncle gets killed.
Yeah, that's true.
Was she fucking masturbating or fingering herself on that fucking couch?
Yes, I want to say she was.
All right.
I want to say...
I should watch the movie for the third time just to make sure. Because for the rest of the movie, every time she's having sex and coming, somebody's getting killed.
Every time she comes, someone dies.
Repeat death, yeah.
It's
right like now, somebody who speaks French is their mind just blown when I just said repeat death, yeah.
Repeat death.
Repeat death, yes. The new Tom Cruise movie, yeah.
Didn't he get drafted to the 76ers, Lapid Death? Anyhow. So then all of a sudden, okay, well, we got to kill the guy too, right? So I guess she's multi-orgasmic because she comes like 19 times and everybody dies. It's ridiculous. For the remainder of this movie, she's in bed. The only
survivor is that fucking sheet. Somehow or another, that sheet made it through this goddamn movie.
We got to figure out where they get those sheets.
Dude, that's like the best Egyptian cotton you could fucking buy, right? Put that shit on a fucking home shopping network. Hey, ladies, guess what you could do with this 1,000 count fucking sheet?
It makes sense that they have to be durable because they tend to wear them when they're riding horses and lighting crosses on fire. So it's really got to stand up to the elements, you know, Tim.
It's waterproofed, yeah.
Still one of the best of Django Unchained is the fucking the hoods. So fucking funny, dude.
It's not easy getting them all to look the same, yeah.
It's true. It's true. Look, man, my wife works hard on it.
Who is the Betsy Ross of the KKK?
That's a great question. Somehow probably a long-distant relative of Marjorie Taylor Greene is what I'm going to guess. I mean, I guess there's some blood shared there. Anyhow, so yeah, the dude runs out, and we're cutting back and forth between this fat guy running through the woods from a samurai and Sarah just fucking cumming her brains out over and over. Dude runs up to their house that they're staying at and then just gets fucking chopped and falls through their door. Just dead on the fucking floor, right? The fire starts just going crazy in their fireplace. The whole house starts shaking from her orgasmic intensity.
Oh, man, yeah.
Tim, you remember being there, buddy?
Like maybe the first 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's kind of like chasing the dragon. It's a good dragon to chase, but can't beat that first time with the sheet.
No, you can't. You can't beat that first time. But she's sure trying.
I'm trying to come up with the 3 sheets to the wind reference, but I can't think of it.
I don't know. So, okay. Then Katana pops into this closet, right? And Mom goes off on some weird, like, it's not my time isn't over rant. I don't understand it.
No, there's no understanding this movie. There's just getting on this movie and enjoying the fucking ride because there's nothing that makes any sense. Because at some point, it's almost like the brother and sister knows what's going on, but they don't. It's like, no, it's not him, is it? No, it can't be him. It can't be him. Yeah. But there's no explanation of who he or him is and how they have any reference to knowing what the fuck is going on.
No clue. No clue who him is. I guess maybe the guy that was staying in the room was him. I don't fucking know.
No, come on. Look, at least make that fucking dude Japanese. The guy that fucking rented the room with the dead daughter. Make that guy. Because where is the fucking connection to this goddamn fucking thing? I keep waiting the whole movie. Where is the connection to this?
Yeah. You think he's like an Indiana Jones guy, maybe? He like went over and he recovered it from some ancient like Ming Dynasty ruins or some shit.
Or maybe he's like a Clint Eastwood guy doing Bridges of Madison County and just got like fucked up.
Oh, maybe. But then again, because they don't see the armor in there with her because it then animates itself. And also, so does this mean we're dealing with a ghost? Is that what this is? Is this a poltergeist that's controlled by a female orgasm?
She's too old for that, right? Because usually that's teenage girls that are supposed to manifest that energy, right?
That's right, yeah.
But I mean, that's that fucking funny. Hair.
That's oh god, yeah.
That's another reason why you should lock your daughters up because hey, guess what?
So the fact that the killer is a samurai, and then you look at this actor's hair, and was this a choice? Was this? I'm
telling you, it was because the first time I watched this movie, I was like, no, I do not like that hair. I don't like bangs. I don't like that fucking shape. Yep. It's a weird shape, even for this fucking time. No, that's crazy fucking hair. And then Tim, after I watched it, I was like, it makes perfect fucking sense why she has that hair.
I was going to say, but Tim, what if she were Asian? Then would the hair make a little more sense for you?
No, it'd be wrong in a different way.
Right, exactly. So, okay. Then the mom just turns on her disco hand power because then her hands glow red, but the evil energy is blue. So then the
exact opposite, right? Because usually blue is the good energy and red is the bad energy.
Well, they hadn't seen Star Wars yet.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there's no force lightning. Yeah,
right. We hadn't figured out the lightsaber color code yet. We were close. So okay, but then the red power starts overtaking the blue power. So now the house is purple, but then it just goes red and then calm. So apparently, mom is more powerful than orgasm. Well, yeah, it's the point samurai.
Where we get, it's like it's a showdown where he's like, "Your power cannot defeat me. It can't defeat me. It can't. It can't. Well, it can't." Oh.
We're about there. Okay. First, we have to take a side trip to Gary with his hairless chest.
Oh yes, Eddie. I sent you the picture of this.
You sent me the picture of this.
Let me tell you. This is the smoothest fucking thing I've ever seen on a body. I've never seen skin this smooth at all.
Next to that beard, that's impossible. There's no way that man didn't wax his chest.
Exactly. That's why I said this motherfucker waxed his chest. Yeah, because you don't have that kind of beard, right? Exactly. Yeah. And you have zero chest hair. Nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So now outside, we just get 3, I have them labeled harmonica hobos.
Yes, I have written down the hobo camp, yeah.
The hobo camp down the street.
And here comes Daniel, dressed up as a samurai.
Exactly. Here comes Daniel.
Daniel's like, I got like a perfect crowd. They're never going to suspect me dressed up as a samurai killing hobos.
See Daniel dressed up as a samurai marching out into the woods, like just got his music, the ponytail flying in the air. It's just, oh man. No, so okay, all of this craziness just happened, right? All of this madness. So Ted, the boyfriend, goes up to Sarah's room and fucks the shit
hold on.
Gets the shit fucked out of him.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
I will give him this. He read the room. For the first time in this movie, he read the room. He's like, all that shit that we just saw. Because this is already did the food fight happen yet?
The food fight, that was during the earthquake scene where all of the food started flying off the
like Evil Dead, like Sam Raimi, shit going on, yes.
Yeah.
Seeing all that shit, like, you know what, guess what? I'm going to get down to, I'm going to take my shirt off, I'm going to take my pajama bottoms off, I'm going to leave my underwear on, just getting in the bed.
By the way, Matt real quickly pointed out that one of the products that flew off of the shelf was from the notorious Illinois area grocery store, Tim.
Oh, was it the can of...
It wasn't bean sprouts.
Okay.
It was not bean sprouts, but he confirmed it was that store brand.
I saw Pepsi. I saw Tab. I saw Quaker
Tab.
Oaks. Yeah,
that was
right?
a shout out to Sir Charles there,
Mm-hmm.
Tab. So but no. Apparently they went and shopped. You know what? They could have used the training montage. They could have used the little training video.
Well, Wisconsin, Chicago, kind of the same thing, right?
Close enough. Yeah. It's all the Midwest, right? It's all good. So she just fucks the shit out of this dude after insanity is hit. And the note that I have here is God bless men.
Let me tell you, ladies, there are two things that we are so lucky as being men on.
Mm-hmm.
I can piss anywhere I want, basically.
Anywhere.
Right?
Anytime, anywhere, basically.
And
yep.
I don't care what the fuck is going on. I don't care what it is. I can still fuck.
I could still fuck. My mother could die today.
Yep.
And I love my mother.
Uh-huh.
She could die today, right now, a horrible, painful, blood-soaked, screeching death of 1,000 just burning nails of agony drug across her.
And on top of that,
flesh.
Eddie, an asteroid is getting ready to hit the Earth, right?
Yeah, and an asteroid is ready to hit the Earth. It would throw me off initially, but that night...
Hey, if anything, it's just going to make it last a little bit longer.
That night might make me feel better to get some.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying, ladies. I know majority
we got
of the
so many
listeners-
bad things going against us as being men, but there are two good things we got.
Yep. Our just ability to dissociate from our emotional state for physical pleasure.
Yeah, our penis just doesn't care what's going on and where it is. It's going to do what it's going to do. Yeah.
It's going to do what it's going to do,
gonna
Tim.
Pee, it's going to fuck.
Just like that orgasm samurai ghost is going to go kill an entire camp of homeless people.
For no reason.
Imagine you're that dude. Is it a thing where when she comes, he kills, or when he kills, she comes? Because
The chicken or the egg.
it really is, yeah. Because Tim, imagine you're this guy Ted, right? And you're banging your girl out, and this is her.
Oh
reaction.
my God! So hold on. So every time that you bang your chick out, you know that somebody on the earth is going to die. Do you stop banging her?
That's an interesting other question. Put a pin in it. We'll come back to it. No,
Okay.
Tim, you've had your regular sex with your wife all of your married career.
Yes, I'm married, so we only have regular sex. Yes.
Yeah. Imagine if you're like, all right, we're gonna go visit the in-laws, right? You go in the guest room with her, and this is the kind of sex you have.
Damn, I like move in with the in-laws.
Yeah. You're like, what the fuck was different out there? Jesus Christ. Little does he know, as you said, and the more interesting hypothetical, if every time your wife had an orgasm, somebody died, right?
Well, look, that's a lot of fucking wiggle room right there. Let's just say every time that you banged your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, or whoever that you bang, somebody on the earth was going to die.
Yeah. It would make no difference.
Fuck that shit. How many hundreds of thousands I already wasted in my teenage years?
No. My joke was that I never make my wife have an orgasm so nobody would ever die.
That's why I say you can't have that wiggle room, because that's a deal you make with the devil. Yeah. Every time I make my wife come, somebody has to die.
Okay. Yeah.
No, if anything, it's like if you want $1 million, you have to make your wife come.
Oh, goddamn. I'm destitute. Yeah. No, every time I had an orgasm, somebody died. It would be the next Holocaust, Tim. I'm not saying because it would be racially motivated. Just the numbers.
Just the numbers, yeah.
Just numbers. Yeah.
I mean, come on, between the ages of like 14 to 16.
But what if
everybody's got a Holocaust on their hands?
What if you had that deal with the devil, Tim? Like, let's say he said, I'll make it so you're able to bang 1 out of every 10 people you want to bang, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good numbers, right?
That's great numbers. What are you talking about? Holy
not
shit.
Even tried.
I ride the subway every fucking day. What are you talking about?
I'm saying not even tried to bang. I'm saying wanted to. If you were able to bang 1 out of every 10 you wanted to bang. But, Tim, every time you have an orgasm, alone or with a person, someone dies. Right? Yeah, you do it, of course. Okay. Now, Tim.
Look, no. Hold on. Look, This is why people should join the Patreon, because I'm not going to answer this question verbally. Okay, I'm just going to give a look into the camera.
Okay. Now Tim, I'm gonna throw a wrench into this, right? Every time one of those people dies, though, that person is Italian. It's only there we go. Okay. Oh my God! Speaking of which, Tim, I got to send you this episode of this new season of Kitchen Nightmares. It's because it's all done in New Jersey, right?
Oh God!
And they go to this Italian restaurant, Tim, and I swear to you,
how many Frank Sinatra pictures are all over the place?
Yeah, exactly. Him and Frankie Valli, right? No. So, okay. Every person in this is either straight out of central casting extras from The Sopranos or a circus freak that escaped. It's bizarre, the people in this episode. So much so that my wife is convinced that this is fake. This isn't a real restaurant. These are actors. Nobody could be this big of a stereotype. It's just too crazy.
Well, I think we talked about this before. It's reality TV, so 90% of it's fake.
But to the degree where the Italian mother is so spray tanned, you can see cracks in her neck where the tanner isn't.
Do you watch reality TV? Have you watched a show called Smothered?
No, I don't watch that show.
Watch it.
Okay.
Just watch one episode of Smothered, okay? And you're going to realize that, anything goes on reality TV.
So the dad just loads the dead dude that fell into their house into the back of his truck.
Next day? Don't even have to get out of there fucking night, right?
No.
Wait till the next day.
It's not that big of a deal, right?
Well, I'm like, you know what? I'm not leaving because I can hear them fucking up there banging like fucking crazy. I'm hanging out for the rest of the night listening to what's going on. Yeah,
that's true. You got a show. Dad took the headphone off.
Yeah,
while he was watching the TV. He's like, "Fuck Murder, She Wrote."
Sounds like a ghost, but yeah, damn, that ghost is getting fucking banged.
I'm listening to Cock She Fucked, not Murder She Wrote. So, fucking. Then the sister goes into the mom's room and then just stops and is like, "No, Mom, don't get in my brain."
No, hold on, because the other thing we have going on is there's so many scenes in the thing where people are masturbating and somebody walks in.
Yeah.
Because the daughter walks in and the mom's like, "I didn't tell you can come in here," just like that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And then we get this whole weird thing. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
I have no idea.
She's like, "No, Mom, you can't do this to me anymore. I'm an adult. I'm your daughter."
Yeah, stay out of my head. And then they have like a psychic battle where they just make like mean faces at each other. It's cheap to film, right?
True, yeah.
You know, so I get it. Okay, Mom sends the sister who's now brainwashed because she lost the fight to go talk to Ted, right? So...
Oh my God! Is this how written down? Is he going to kill himself?
Yeah, because
he's sitting in the fucking middle of the woods crying with a fucking .22 rifle.
What the fuck is he doing? He's just sitting there crying, like, and he's playing with the chamber of the rifle, like he just like.
I know why he's crying, because he's like, you know what? I couldn't make a fucking come the way that cheat did.
Oh yeah, that's probably it. Too. It's like, God damn it, we got to leave tomorrow. Then we're not going to be in the weird guest room that makes my girlfriend.
Oh, we're going back to that regular married sex. God damn it.
Going back to regular boyfriend-girlfriend sex.
I can't wait till me and my wife go to Korea to visit our in-laws. Holy shit.
Not crazy, possessed by a samurai spirit, maybe, sex? I need to know the logistics of how her orgasm and the samurai killing somebody are tied together. Yeah, I don't know, Tim.
Exactly. There's no figuring this movie out. It's just enjoy the ride.
I was just about to say I can't.
Just pretend just watch this. Pretend you're the sheet. Just enjoy it.
Yeah. There you go. That's where Tim would be in the movie, disguised as a sheet. And then we cut so Gary riding a horse in the woods, Ted crying while he's hunting, and like. We get some predator vision, and this time we actually see the samurai, like full outfit, katana and everything, going after the sister, saying, come to me, in like a dude voice. So for what's revealed later, which is that Sarah puts on the armor to go kill people. That's a little shocking, but whatever. Deep voice. Maybe she can turn it on and off. Who knows? Back home, we see one of Mom's paintings now has taken form in that it's vaguely depicting the samurai, but with like a red background. And we see Sarah staring out of the window. Then she sees like this Buddhist statue or something that was just left over in the room. Another weird artifact from the guy that we're renting to. Anyhow, they all come in with the gear, and Mom's like, "Look, we found." They're like, "We found the samurai armor right out in the woods." So they're like, "We gotta, we found this." And the mom's like, "Well, fucking burn it. It's cursed or whatever." And Gary's like, "No. This is important evidence. We got to take it to the cops." Gary took a day to bring a dead body to the cops. The armor he wants to bring immediately.
First of all, he brings the fucking empty armor into their house, and he goes, "We got it. We killed the maniac."
Yeah, but they didn't kill anybody. Nobody shot anything.
Yeah, at this point, dude, fucking figure shit out. Something crazy's going on.
Yeah, leave. Again, you've got a truck. Sure, there's a dead body in it.
You got a truck or you got a horse?
Again, yeah, you've got a horse. You've got nothing but modes of conveyance, right? Again, literally, it's the...
Get
the
on
Eddie
that
Jefferson.
fucking sheet and slide down the fucking mountain.
Yeah, it's the Eddie Jefferson moment in the... Exactly. Fucking like Wang Wang, just parasail down with it. No, it's the Eddie Jefferson moment of the movie. Just leave. Just fucking leave. Get in your car. Go away. It's fine. The woman doesn't want to marry you. Her kid's fucking nuts. Both of them.
Fucking up your hunting game with a fucking yelling and screaming, right?
Like an idiot. Yeah, just leave. Just go. You and the Red Baron can fly away to freedom. Fuck this. No, he sticks around, of course, like an idiot. So Ted comes in. He's like, what the fuck's going on? Then he connects that Sarah is no idea. He's just like, oh my God, Sarah. Like he connects, she's somehow involved. Whatever. She blue magics him. And he flies back against this wall, just like, bam.
Yeah.
And then Dad gets on a horse. He's riding off to go see the cops, Gary, right? And these creepy voices on the radio start talking to the mom. Then we go back to Sarah's room where she is now dressing up in the samurai armor.
Oof. What a scene.
And it's rough. I got to tell you.
Where did she get that makeup? Did she bring that makeup? Was that makeup already there?
Yeah. I have no idea, Tim. Is she using like coal from the fireplace to do the eyes maybe? And then I guess the potato salad she could smear on her face to do the white makeup or something because they're white
some
enough.
Beets,
they should have it. Some cream of wheat or something maybe. I don't know. But so she puts on this fucking samurai gear and then the mom's like, so it's you.
I knew I recognized you.
I knew I recognized you. I took the oath and you've got to die. I know what you want and you can't destroy me. And
wait, hold on. Eddie. Yeah. Sorry, we missed it. Because the part where the dad, well, not the dad, the sperm donor brings in the fucking empty samurai suit and the mom opens the door and says, burn it, it's evil.
Yeah.
And the sister and the brother go, you have to burn that, get rid of it right away. And he goes, no, I have to bring it to the police because whatever. Then the daughter makes the most incredible request I've ever heard in a movie.
Oh, okay.
In a situation like this with, hey, Gary, can you bring me some candy bars?
Yeah, because he says he's going to ride on the horse into town to get the cops. And he's like, yeah, Gary, can you bring me some candy bars?
Is she on her period? She needs chocolate? What the fuck? How else in a situation like that are you asking him to bring candy bars?
Yeah, and then what if he brings her a payday and a Starburst?
No, I want $100,000 bar. Come on.
$100,000 bar?
Payday and a Starburst? That doesn't go together. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying there are other candy bars. Maybe the bitch should have been fucking direct about what she wanted.
Starburst isn't a candy bar. What the fuck are you talking about?
She's going to get a Zagnut, or she's going to get a fucking Zero bar, or she's going to get...
No, hold on. I can't believe you called Starburst a candy bar. That's like fucking calling a hot dog a sandwich, Eddie.
Yeah, well, you know what? If you tell me you want a candy bar, Tim, you might get Starburst.
They're
what would you call that?
They're not a bar. What are you talking
a Hershey
about?
bar
I
if you
can't
break it
believe
apart.
that.
A Hershey bar is perforated. You just have to snap it.
But it comes in a bar shape, right?
So does the fucking... I would say that the shape of the package of Starburst is a bar, Tim.
The package doesn't define the shape of something.
Yeah, it does. It's a
when
bar,
you break
Tim.
an egg, what happens? It doesn't go into the egg shape into the fucking pan, right?
It does. It goes into the flat egg shape with the yolk out and everything. If you Google pictures of eggs, one of them would be that, Tim.
No, this is just incredible. Gary, can you bring me some candy bars?
Some candy bars.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, our world's coming to an end. I'll go get some candy bars. No problem. You think, you know what? You think maybe that was the actor? They thought that they had rapped on that scene, and she's like, "Hey, can you bring me some candy bars?
Can you bring me some craft tables? Because guess what? That's all we're getting out here. Yeah.
Yeah. We got candy bars, and we got one of those crudité things you get from Safeway. That's just like some celery sticks,
and some
some carrot sticks.
Yeah.
Some poontang. Oh, man. You think they do that? They spray tan the vagina and call it a poontang?
Is that what happens when they wipe the wrong way? It becomes a poo-tang?
Hey, if women don't spray tan their vaginas, do they look like a reverse panda when they're naked? Or like the
wow, holy shit! Yeah, you know what? Hold on. I've never thought about that. Yeah, do you get yeah? Wow.
Because there was a time, Tim, and you'll probably remember this. Chef Rob.
Oh, but the tan lines are great. Yeah. Oh, you wanted to see Thailand tan lines. What are you talking about?
You wanted to see a Thailand tan line, Tim.
No, you don't.
There's a tongue twister for you. Hey, did you know I'm remarkably good at tongue twisters?
Well, I mean, out of the two of us, I'll bet you're the better. Yes.
Yeah, it was a stupid thing that I decided to practice one day. Just because I was sitting at work bored and there was nothing to fucking do. Okay. So I was looking up what the hardest tongue twisters are.
Okay.
So one of the hardest ones is I slit the sheet I slit upon the slitted sheet I sit. That's one of them.
Yeah.
But
the one that I heard about it was she sits upon the sheets that she shits. I just fucked it up. She sits upon the sheets that she sits upon.
Okay, that's a pretty good one. The hardest one that I've heard is, and it sounds a little bit simpler, but really try to say it, is the six slick chic, six sheep is sick.
Nope, can't even try that. Yep. All I know is the okay.
Yeah. So listeners, you try that one out. Anyhow, we get.
Was that like a thing that you go to you thought would impress women? Like, look what I can do with my tongue?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Have you thought about that though? That could be impressive.
You know what? I'm married, but I'll try it on my wife. I'll be like, hey, listen. I bet this means I eat pussy good, and she'll be like, listen, I can tell you, nobody's died lately. Let's just say that. Okay.
That's right. Yeah, there's no samurai around here, motherfucker.
You're not exactly killing it, if you know what I mean. So okay. Then, for some reason, we just get stock footage from World War II. What the fuck was that?
I think that there has to be some kind of connection because this is a samurai in Wisconsin.
A samurai in Wisconsin is the follow-up to Vampire in Brooklyn.
There you go. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. David Spade. There's your movie. Here's how you come back. The only kind of connection that I can kind of make, because at one point she says to the samurai guy, "You made your deal with the devil, okay? And I took an oath."
Yes.
Okay, so the only thing I can think of is this like they're both reincarnated from World War II, but they weren't samurais in World War II, so is this like the third or fourth reincarnation where these two are going back and forth?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Okay,
I mean, if I had to make any sense of this movie, Tim, I think you've made more sense of it than the filmmaker did. If I'm going to be honest,
3 shots of Johnny Walker Black in a soda glass, a can and a tall boy of Stella's, and a couple of pulls of cherry pie, and I figured this movie out.
Like the Warrant song. Perfect. So, Okay, then they get this Harry Potter ass magic off with the zzz.
Yeah.
It's like the ending's a little weak on that part, I got to admit. But then all of the men folks start getting a headache in the room. They're like, "Oh God!"
But not the horse.
My head.
Because Gary's outside on his horse when he gets his fucking migraine. When he gets, oh shit, this is the fucking precursor to the Cuban syndrome, right?
Oh God, yeah. Havana syndrome?
Yeah, whatever, yeah, close enough.
Yeah.
Cuba, Havana, same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I meant.
I'm sure people from Cuba would admit that Cuba is just Havana. That's it. Or Havana, too. It could be that as well.
Where's our numbers for Havana?
I don't know. I've never seen
Number one in Sweden. We're big in Russia for some fucking reason. I don't know why, but
I can't talk about that.
Oh, okay.
I made a deal with the devil and swore an oath, Tim.
There you go.
So one day you're gonna tune into the webcam. I'm gonna be masturbating, and then just the samurai is gonna come up in the webcam behind you.
Just put a black bar over that shit. That's all I ask.
A very large black bar. That's such a good, because you have plausible deniability that way. I love it. That's a great move. So
just,
the men
just do a black bar from your neck down. Just leave everything to your imagine. Oh, Eddie, that's it. That's what we're gonna do, man. Come on, for real. Yep. Put this shit on
100%.
Twitch.
It's a great idea. Yeah. So the guys all get their headache, right? There's a bunch of mystical boinging going on.
Yep. According to the subtitles, mystical boinging. Yep.
I love it. I love the mystical boinging.
And when every time she came, she was it said shelfing. I guess instead of shouting. I think they spelt the subtitle wrong. It's supposed to be shouting.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen bigger typos, let's say, in subtitles.
We have,
Mr. Yobo.
That's how I got to be Yobo by finding that subtitle on it. Yes.
Yeah, that was a hell of a find, buddy. Let me tell you.
After that, and it was like I gotta watch everything with subtitles from now on.
For the listeners, there was this Tales from the Crypt Keeper, whatever kids show with
TV show for kids. Yeah.
It was basically Legends of the Hidden Temple, but the CGI bad guy was called Old Digger, and you can only imagine what the typo was on the subtitle.
No, you don't even have to imagine, because it's still on YouTube, because every once in a while I go and watch it again just to go like, did somebody fix this shit? And nope, it's still there. And that was my first mini bid with you, Eddie, right?
It is, yes, absolutely.
That's how this whole fucking show started, because of Old Digger. Yeah. Yep. This is a very our magical Digro. Oh, I got him. Look at that shit. I got him.
A magical Digro, Tim. You nailed it. Oh God,
that perfect blend of drunk and high. I love it.
You nailed it. You nailed it, Tim.
I was going to take another sip, but I'll wait till the end of the show.
You're right where you need to be. Buddy. We're almost there. We're wrapping it up. So
that's right.
All the mystical boinging. Gary stumbles into the middle of it. Then Samurai Sarah uses Gary as a distraction and kills him. Turns Mom into like a weird topographical map-looking thing. What the fuck happened to her?
I'm going to say, because it's Japanese, I'm like, this is like 1,000 years of Budokai?
Budokai or Bukkake?
Whatever it's called. Bukkake, yeah, Bukkake.
Budokai. 1,000 years of Budokai. Yeah, okay, so you think, this was all the busts?
Yeah.
Well, it is an orgasm samurai.
There you go, see?
So it's like, finally I can release all of my evil spirits within. And it just busts all over Mom.
You know how long I've been watching a fucking bitch masturbate with the goddamn sheets? I gotta bust sometime. Yeah.
For real. I get it, man. I was edging the whole goddamn time, man. Just had me gooning in there. So then I guess the brother and sister are magic now, because they start holding hands, right? And kind of looking at each other a little bit lovingly, while they start glowing with this aura of red glow, or did they have blue?
I think they have the red, right?
I'm pretty sure they have the red, because then there should be white fire that they have. But So yeah, then they hold hands, they make faces, and somehow that kills the samurai.
He's selling it more than he's doing the more hard sell on the faces than she is.
He is, and it looks insane. As a matter of fact,
it looks like he has a sheet and she doesn't.
Yeah, it really does. It looks like he's just coming in his fucking pants. So I want to see if I can do something, Tim, because I think I have a new feature that we can do on the show here for you. Hold on here. Okay. Now we're going to test this out. This is only for our Patreon. So if you want to see things like this, patreon.com/bloody bits. So, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if this works.
Oh, it looks like it's working.
Shit.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yes. Something speaking in foreign language. No, you can't destroy me with your power.
Yep.
You can't destroy me. This is like
we're gonna watch her
biggest pussy Darth Vader death ever.
It really
impossible.
is.
You can't. Yeah.
This is Gary outside, right, having his.
Here's my question about this whole fucking movie. What happened to Gary? This is the last we see Gary. This is it. You're never gonna see Gary again.
I think he.
Tense, dramatic music.
Yeah, he did the Poochie from The Simpsons. I have to go now. My planet needs me.
Okay. Brother's waking up. There's Mom. Yeah, with those shaky hands.
Mom's getting the red out, if you know what I mean. Oh, see, there's Gary right there.
Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. He's got the knife. Oh, he's got the knife.
Yeah, he's at the knife. He goes to kill the samurai. That does not work. No. So he has a heart attack.
He's done.
I don't know.
Gary,
so
no.
Okay, so Gary gets the sword, right? But then she pulls out another sword.
Every samurai has two swords. You have one for fighting and one for harikari.
So stabs Mom with that one, with that sword. But look at Mom.
There it is. There it is. Yo, dude,
she's like been antiqued.
She looks like the fucking tooth monster from fucking whatever that TV show was on.
American Horror Story?
No, it was a different one.
No, Channel Zero?
Yes. Yo, that's the fucking craziest goddamn fucking thing I've seen in years. That fucking tooth guy.
That's something. So yeah, here we go. Now they're gonna have their white fire moment here, where they hold hands to beat the monster.
And look at what she's wearing. She's got the fucking the long t-shirt on with those fucking leg warmers.
Look at this.
She actually, I will say this. She kind of looks like a chick I used to date one time.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I recognize that face. Yeah. I made that face a couple of times, maybe.
I made the samurai face.
Why are they focusing on the samurai's teeth?
To remind you there's a person.
Everyone's teeth is going out here. There's teeth out.
Well, you got to remind you there's a person under the armor. Right, it's not just the ghost armor. And then I love that effect on the house.
Let me tell you, that samurai was the best pussy I ever had in my fucking life. Yeah.
So, Tim, you might say it ends in a real samurai showdown.
Yeah. Hoedown, maybe.
For people who love the Neo Geo games. And, that's it, basically.
Those rich motherfuckers, $800 a fucking game? Yeah.
They walk outside after that. They look at a tree for a second, and then we get credits.
What happened to the deer?
I don't know. I got hung up in the tree, and then the next time you see it, it's hung up twice as high. But that's the only thing I remember from the deer.
And what happened to Gary? For real, what happened to Gary?
You just saw the katana went in his chest.
It looked like it went to his shoulder.
I might have. Gary, they just left him there. They're like, listen, we'll bring you into town tomorrow.
They're like, look, our mom's dead. There's no connection to you anymore. Fuck that shit, right?
The sister is like, where are the candy bars at?
Yeah, you didn't bring me any candy bars.
It's like, all right, well, you're going to bleed out then, asshole. See you later. And that's it, buddy. That is Bloodbeat. God damn, what a Christmas movie. What a Christmas episode.
It's a Christmas miracle, for real. It is.
It really is.
Yes.
It really is. It's a fantastic film and a Christmas miracle, as you said.
I subconsciously picked a good movie. You gave me the list. I picked a good one out of them all.
You nailed it, bud. You nailed it. You know what? And I got to tell you, if you look at just the artwork for this one, just the poster, it's hard to tell You know what I mean? Because it could be great, but it also could be just one of those they're selling it on the box.
Yeah, but I mean, like you say, it's weird because Vinegar Syndrome to pick this up.
They did.
Until I watched this, I had no idea about this fucking movie.
Yeah, it's one of them that really just slipped through the cracks as far as cult kind of horror goes. And I think I'm with you on this one, man. This one needs to gain some notoriety. We you know what we need is we need like Joe Bob to do this.
Oh, let's get
this.
Look, here's how we get our fucking crossover, Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
We got to start a campaign.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Bloody Bits told me about this movie.
Yeah.
Forget the Grindbin. Bloody Bits turned us onto it. Yeah.
Everybody ping Darcy on Twitter, Darcy the Mail Girl. Tell her, first of all, thank you for your boobs.
Oh.
First of all, thank you.
Let me tell you.
Okay, that's
just
all
watch
you
the Patreon. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Tim did the masturbating motion with one hand, and then the other hand.
Thank you. Yes, this is how you
5, 10, 15, 20. So, yeah. So first of all, tell her thank you for your boobs. Salute real quick, and then tell them, you guys you've got to have Blood Beat on, and you've got to have Tim and Eddie just jump in real quick to talk about the woman masturbating over and over and over again.
We will pay for our own fucking plane tickets and hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Out to wherever you're fucking recording. Whatever.
Wherever they're recording.
I'll do a fucking remote. Whatever. I'll go to fucking the moon and do the goddamn show.
Yeah. No, Tim, we'll do like a hologram of you like they did with Tupac.
Ooh. Can we do an avatar like I'm Kiss? But less sucky and sell out?
Yeah. Yeah. You could do a Yobogram. Right? Oh, man. So, that's Blood Beat, folks. Go watch it. Again, it's on the Blood Bank.
Yeah,
you can find
it.
Tag
Joe Bob and Darcy, yeah.
Yeah, and us, of course. Get everybody involved. Let's get this fucking going. And if you want to watch it, Tim, you know where you can go watch it right now?
Blood Bank?
On the Blood Bank, Tim. Yeah. Patreon.com/Bloody Bits, where you can get access to our video episodes so you can see all of the rude gestures that Tim was just making. You can also get access to the Blood Bank now with over 7,100 movies, Tim. We've got, what have we added recently?
Bigger and bigger.
Yeah, we've added Royal Jelly from 2021. A high school social outcast is taken under the wing of a mysterious mentor only to be groomed as the Hive's next queen.
I just because there's got to be some fucking B tie-in with that name, yeah.
Yeah. You could also watch Digging to Death, which is 2021. David Van Owen moves into a mysterious house and discovers a box buried in his backyard, filled with $3 million and a fresh corpse. David hides the money in his house, only to be stalked by the buried body.
Well, why are you hiding that money in your house and not in your fucking penthouse in fucking Dubai?
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem. You can't telltale-hearted if you give him the money up front, because then you just do the Eddie.
Yeah, gone.
Leave.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, old body. I hope you can fucking catch yourself.
Yeah, I hope your heart can fucking swim. Yeah.
I hope you can swim, buddy. Or, Tim, you can catch Nightmare on 34th Street.
I like the sound of that.
One cold Christmas, a Santa arrives to visit Peter and tell him 4 Christmas horror stories. So it's one of those fun little anthologies.
That means maybe there's one good one.
Yeah.
All right. And look, some of those movies, it's worth going through 3 shit ones to get to one good one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, VHS, 94, 84, whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the VHS ones.
Ratatouille.
Or the ABCs of Death. You get some bangers, you get some clunkers.
Yeah.
But at least with ABCs.
What was the one that was banned by that Japanese dude on ABCs of Death? The one with the fucking dead babies.
Yeah. What was that one?
Was it Mickey guy? The guy did fucking...
Takashi Mike? Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, yeah. Mike, Mickey, whatever. Close enough.
Mickey, Mike, whatever. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, that one was rough. But at least with those, they're only a minute long, so you kind of just bounce right off of it, you know. But you don't have to bounce off of the Blood Bank because there's plenty of good stuff at there. Patreon.com/Bloody Bits. What about you, Tim? What do you want people to do?
Always, hey, look, it's Christmas time. So, look, you're buying gifts for people you don't give a shit about. You got to get shit for people you work with. Be our fucking Secret Santa. Join the Patreon or give us fucking 5 stars on whatever you're listening to.
Yeah, absolutely. That's free, giving us a review. Mm-hmm. You can go on Good Pods.
Plus, I think on Spotify, you can give reviews for every individual episode, right?
Yeah. We actually got a review on Good Pods, not Spotify, because you could review individual episodes. Where the guy said
by Yim Tobo?
No, the guy said he loves our show. He just wanted there to be less eating noises in the background. So this is a very special episode dedicated to that reviewer.
Wait, hold on. This is the first time I've fucking eaten on the goddamn show, and I fucking muted myself and blacked out the video too, so you didn't have to see me chew.
I know. I'm teasing you, Tim.
Okay, all right.
So yeah, I think for Tim Yobo folks, that's good. What was it, real quick?
Chicken with garlic sauce and green peppers.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
I always love the stir fries, buddy. And folks, this is how we end it. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.